Hello, JJ Tribe. Hello, yogis. Welcome back to the mat and welcome to your weekly yoga class. Today, I am coming to you from the shed at Sugar Ridge, located in Jolly Harbor, Antigua. As many of you know, my husband and I have moved onto a sailboat here in Antigua, and we've been here for the past few months preparing to set sail. A couple important announcements before we get to working on our splits. Number one, we are doing a community-wide yoga body bootcamp challenge together. This is an 8-day experience to reset and reconnect, and it's one of the community's favorite programs that I offer for free. So if you want to do it alongside our entire community, click the link in the description below, learn more, sign up, come join me and your entire community. Second announcement, and a really important one. I am leading my first ever yoga retreat. It's called the Live Your Journey Retreat, located in Costa Rica this June. If you're interested in meeting me, practicing beside me, nourishing your body with healthy food, playing with Mother Nature, and connecting with like-minded people from all over the world, then come practice with me, okay? Link is in the description below. You can find out more details there too and reserve your spot. Lastly, okay, and then we're going to get to moving. I really encourage you to use one block, maybe two, and a yoga strap. They're going to greatly support you as we move through today's yoga sequence, working on Hanumanasana. Okay, that's enough said. Let's unroll our yoga mats and get to flowing. All right, we're going to start in a seated position today before we get to moving. So come to a cross-legged comfortable position, root down through your sitting bones, find that connection with the earth, let it support you and rise up through your spine. So abdominals engage, feel your shoulders broaden, and relax your hands to rest atop your thighs and close your eyes. Hanumanasana split pose is about balance. It's about equal part strength and flexibility, mobility. It's also a great analogy for how we're striving to live our lives. So as you take a moment here, I want you to reflect on what balance means to you. Oftentimes we lean into the extremes of life, the polarities that pull us from side to side. And yoga is your opportunity to come back to your center, your core, to come home. So take these next few breaths to come into your body and welcome yourself back home. To welcome balance, centering, that midline where your core resides. Last breath here. Open your eyes, lie down on your back, and take your yoga strap with you. We're coming into 𝗄𝗶𝗃 recline big toe pose. So lie down, extend your right leg to the top of the mat, firm it up, flex the toes back to your face, and loop the strap around the ball of your left foot. Once you got it in place, extend your left leg up. We want to send the heel towards the sky, so flexing the left toes down towards the face, using the strength of your arms to pull your shoulders down to the ground. I like to keep a healthy bend in my left knee here. You do you. 5 breaths. And release the strap. Bring your left peace fingers around your left big toe, coming into half happy baby. Bringing the knee as close as you can to the earth, feeling that opening in the left side body here. 5 breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, release the left leg to the top of the mat. Bring the right leg up, and we're going to loop the strap around the ball of the foot here. Just like the other side, left leg's active, toes are pointing towards your face, and now send the right heel high to the sky. Using the strength of your arms to guide your shoulders down and feel that deep stretch. 5 breaths here. And release the strap, coming into half happy baby. Right peace fingers right around the big toe. Find your expression of this posture. 5 breaths. Last breath. And release the legs. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself an embrace. And we're going to rock up to a forward fold. So hands come under the thighs. Start to rock forward and back, massaging your spine. When you're ready, you'll meet me in Uttanasana, standing forward fold, top of the mat. Once you get there, we have 5 breaths. Feel free to cup both elbows, sway from side to side. Relax your head and neck and breathe. Release the hands if you had them. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale to lift up halfway. Push your hands into your shins. Send your shoulders back. Send your shoulders back. Engage your core. Exhale, fold. I want you to do that every time. Inhale, lift up all the way. Root to rise. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach arms high. 𝗪𝗲𝗃 𝗙𝗀. Exhale, forward fold through the midline. Core supports you there. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, the right foot goes back. Soften the knee down. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Reach your fingertips high. Engage through your inner thighs, so scissor them in towards one another. Lift your hip points up towards your ribs and breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale to soften the hands down. We're going to come into a quad stretch. So heel toe the left foot out to the side. Bend the back leg. Reach back with your left hand. Clasp where you can. I like to come up onto my fingertips on the right side, giving me a little more extension here. And breathe. So when we're in split pose, the back leg has a huge stretch happening to the hip flexor and the quad. This is preparing us for that movement. Or I guess more so for that sensation. One more breath. Release the back leg, heel toe the left foot in, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Again, inhale, reach arms. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, the left foot goes back. Soften the knee down. Rise up into Untitled. Again, lifting up through the inner thighs. So feeling that scissoring action, lifting the hip points up towards the ribs, reaching through your fingertips. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, heel toe that right foot out to the side. Make space, left hand plants down. Reach back with your right hand for the left foot. Coming into that quad stretch. Few breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale to release. Heel toe that foot in. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Moving through a vinyasa. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, down through the midline, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, step. Maybe you hop back. Maybe you lower to the belly. Move through your version of a vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take one more breath here. Send your sits bones high. Inhale that right leg high to the sky. This is where you're going to want to block nearby. Exhale, knee to nose, gaze forward. Plant the right foot, runner's lunge. So back leg is super active. We're sending the back of the knee up towards the sky. Reaching the heart through. One more breath. Inhale, rise up, crescent pose. So same action that you had in low lunge, you have in high lunge. Inner thighs scissoring in towards one another, lifting through the hip points, reaching through the fingertips. Big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Spin open, heel to arch alignment. We're coming into 5 breaths here. Engage your posture. Let it support you. Reach through the fingers. Gaze out over your drishti point. Last inhale. Begin to straighten the front leg, transitioning into Trikonasana, triangle pose. I like to heel toe my foot closer to the front of the mat. Active legs, big inhale breath. Exhale to reach and then lower down. So we're windmilling down. If you've got a block, this is where I love to include one. We're stacking shoulder on shoulder here. Legs are active and supporting you, reaching through the left fingertips. One more breath. Exhale to gaze down. We're coming into half moon pose. If you have that block, take it with you. Push off the back leg. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Take your time coming into the pose. We're stacking the hip on the hip. Lifted leg is so active. 3 more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, gaze down, bend the front leg, meet me in Prasarita Padottanasana. So lower the left foot, pivot the feet to the side of the mat, bring your fingertips to the earth. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold here, wide-legged forward fold. Let your chest surrender, push down through your feet. Again, active legs. Finding a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, pivot to the front of the mat. We're coming into Revolve Triangle, so hop the left foot in a lot. The back foot's at a 45-degree angle. You want your block either inside or outside the foot here. We're bringing the left hand to rest on the block, wherever you place it, or the earth. Square the hips to the back of the mat and begin to open your chest to the right side of your mat as you extend the right arm high. We're going to hang for 5 breaths. Breathe. Keep everything hugging into the midline. Last breath. Exhale to gaze down. Bend the front leg. Remove your block. And step the left foot back as you heel toe the right foot to the side of the mat. Lizard pose. This first variation, keep the leg lifted. We have energy going from the left heel all the way up through the body, through the crown of the head. Another breath. Option to stay here, option to soften the knee down, option to come onto your forearms if you would like, okay? You choose. 5 more breaths. One more inhale. Everyone meet in forearm plank. Take your time. Sweep that right foot back. Lower down onto those forearms. Bring yourself into one long, active line of energy. And breathe for 5. Lower those hips down. Meet me in Sphinx Pose. Bring the heart through the gate of the arms. That feels so good after all that work. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands by the low ribs. Meet me in downward facing dog. So practicing a lot of strength, but slow movements with flexibility here. Both are required to balance this intense posture. It's an advanced asana, Hanumanasana. Alrighty, here we go. Other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Gaze forward, plant the foot. Runner's lunge. Back leg is active. You're sending the knee up towards the sky, pulling energy all the way through the heart center, crown of the head. One more breath. Inhale, rise up, crescent pose. Reach. And open up, warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment here. 5 breaths in this strong pose. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Active front leg supporting you. Gaze out over your middle finger, your drishti point. Last breath. Straighten that front leg. We're coming into Trikonasana again. So if you want to shorten the distance, feel free. Grab your block to prepare. Hands to a T, big inhale breath. Exhale, lower the body down as you reach and windmill, left hand down, right arm up. Huge stretch. I love Trikonasana for this sensation here. Last round. Gaze down at the mat. We're coming into half moon. If you have a block, take it with you. Push off the back foot. Rise up. Slowly take your time here. This is a hard posture. Opening the hips. Active lifted leg. Maybe you extend the arm high. 3 more breaths. Last inhale. Exhale to bend the left leg, set the right foot down, transition into Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Take an inhale breath to make a flat back. And exhale to fold down. Bringing the weight into the balls of the feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, pivot to the front of the mat, preparing for Revolved Triangle. So hop the back foot in. Right foot's at that 45-degree angle. Bringing the block inside or outside the foot. Outside the foot is a little more difficult. Square the hips off. Right hand comes to the block or the floor. And slowly begin to open your chest to the left side. The trick here with balance is push down through the left big toe as you send the head forward. Once you got it, extend the left arm high to the sky. 5 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, gaze down. Release the pose, remove the block, and step the right foot back for lizard. So heel toe the foot to the side. Coming into a lifted lizard first. So keep that leg lifted. Energy coursing up through the spinal column. Now option to lower the knee. Maybe you lower down to the forearms. 5 more breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, meet me in forearm plank. You got it. We're almost to our split pose. 5 breaths. Bring yourself into one long line of energy, hugging everything into the midline, becoming one unit here. The more you can hug in, the easier it is to sustain. Last breath. Exhale down, Sphinx Pose. Inhale, lift the heart high. Exhale, lower down and push up to a kneeling position. So here we go. We're about to embark on the split journey. If you've got 2 blocks, I can't recommend them enough. We're going to place it under the thut, or you can keep them on either side to help you maneuver down. I like to have one under my thigh, and I will show you what that means. If you've been with me for a while, you already know what that means. So left leg forward, we're coming into low lunge. Also, option is you come into splits to keep your back toe under or untuck it. You choose. I've been kind of playing with both. So to start, let's just shimmy from side to side. I took a class with Jason Crandall once where he really talked about if we try to force Hanumanasana, our central nervous system freaks out, we lock up, our muscles can't relax, right? So we just want to be cool about it. And start to heel toe the left foot a little bit more forward. Again, sway from side to side. No big deal. Nothing crazy is about to happen. Heel toe it a little more. Sway a little more. And when you're ready, extend that left leg as far forward as you can. If you want to do the 𝗨, you bring the block right underneath where your butt and your upper thigh meet. It's a great place to support your split pose. Then choosing back leg untucked, or you can keep the toe tucked, all right? So this posture is all about that balance, right? It's about hugging the inner thighs up and in like we've been doing, activating the legs so we can push down and lift the pelvis high. If you feel comfortable, extend the arms straight up to the sky. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, release. Moving to the other side. So slowly come out of it. Whew. Make any wiggle as you need. And now right leg forward. Coming into that low lunge. And give yourself a little time to shimmy side to side. Relax your insides. They might be freaking out. Heel toe the right foot forward a little more. Shimmy, shimmy. Sway. And when you're ready, we're extending that right leg out as far as we can, as far as we're comfortably able to, right? And then bringing the block under the 𝗨. You can also keep the block on either side of the body to support you. Once you feel like you're in your comfort zone, inhale to reach the arms high. 5 breaths. Last inhale. Exhale to release. Make your way out of the posture. Make any wiggles you need. And we're actually going to come to a seated position to close our class today. So you are perfectly warmed up right now. If you're interested in holding that posture longer, practicing Hanumanasana a little bit more, you are in the perfect place to continue doing that. But let's just take a moment to reflect. So come back to that seated position we began in. Close your eyes. Recognize that you do have the ability to come back to your center, come back to your core, come back home. To thrive in balance and not in the polarities and the extremes of the world. You can do that. You have the ability to do that. You have the power to do that. So sealing that inside of you, inhale your arms out to the side, sweep them overhead. Exhale them down through heart center. We'll close with a big Om to seal this entire practice. Inhale, breath. Om. Open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. If splits is something you're working on, come back to this practice over and over again, as well as my hamstring flexibility class, which I'll also link to in the description below. Remember, the important announcements: community-wide yoga body bootcamp, Live Your Journey yoga retreat in Costa Rica. Thank you so much for joining me at the Shed at Sugar Edge in Antigua. I'll meet you back here next week to continue living your journey.